Imagine a world where an ancient manuscript buried for centuries holds secrets that modern science is only now beginning to unravel. A forbidden text whispered about in shadowed corners, banned by those who feared its truths, describes a reality so wild, so cosmic, that it challenges everything we thought we knew. The Book of Enoch, a relic of divine visions and celestial journeys, speaks of portals in the heavens, watchers from beyond, and a universe pulsing with hidden codes. Now, a jaw-dropping quantum discovery has cracked open this ancient text, revealing a connection so shocking, so horrifying, that it could rewrite the very fabric of existence. This isn't a fairy tale. This is raw, peer-reviewed data, hard numbers and experiments repeated in labs across the globe. By the end of this script, you'll see how a 2,000-year-old prophecy and a cutting-edge breakthrough collide in a way that will leave you questioning reality itself. Buckle up, because what's coming will shake you to your core. Picture this: a universe where space isn't just empty void, but a tapestry of invisible threads, woven together by forces we can barely comprehend. In 2017, theoretical physicists stunned the world with a bold idea. Wormholes, those cosmic tunnels through space-time, might be the same as quantum entanglement, the spooky phenomenon where particles separated by vast distances act as one. Fast forward to 2022, and a team at a top-tier research institute ran an experiment that blew the lid off. They took pairs of entangled photons, separated them by kilometers, and watched as they danced in perfect sync. When one photon flipped, its partner flipped instantly, as if they were connected by an invisible bridge. No signal traveled between them, no time elapsed. It was as if space itself didn't exist. The math was undeniable. These particles were linked through a hidden doorway, a tunnel in the fabric of reality. This isn't science fiction. It's lab-tested, published, and shaking the foundations of physics. Now hold that thought and dive into the Book of Enoch. Written around 300 BCE, this ancient text describes a prophet's journey through realms beyond Earth. He speaks of stars singing in harmony, doors in the sky, opening to radiant realms, and beings who move faster than thought. He writes of 7 heavens, each governed by strange laws of time and light, and a cosmic library where the secrets of creation are inscribed. For centuries, scholars dismissed this as poetic myth, the ravings of a mystic. But what if it's more? What if these doors in the sky are ancient descriptions of quantum bridges? What if the singing stars are entangled particles vibrating across space-time? The text describes a universe, not of solid matter, but of connections, of information flowing through unseen channels. It's almost as if the author glimpsed the quantum underpinnings of reality, long before we had the tools to measure it. But it gets stranger. The Book of Enoch wasn't just ignored, it was banned. Early religious leaders called it heretical, too dangerous for the masses. Why? Because it revealed secrets that shook the foundations of power. It spoke of the Watchers, celestial beings sent to observe humanity, who instead taught forbidden knowledge, arts of war, science, and even the manipulation of nature. These Watchers, the text claims, altered Earth's destiny, sparking chaos and divine judgment. The prophet describes a cosmos alive with purpose, where every star, every soul, is part of a grand design. He sees a tree of life, pulsing with the code of existence, and tablets in heaven that record all events, past and future. Medieval scribes feared these visions, locking the text away, yet its descriptions of orbital paths, Meteor showers and layered heavens are eerily precise, as if the author had a window into truths we're only now verifying. Now let's layer on a mind-bending twist. In 2023, a European research team pushed quantum physics into uncharted territory. They were studying quantum tunneling, where particles slip through barriers they shouldn't be able to cross, like ghosts passing through walls. But they didn't stop at whether particles tunneled. They asked when. Using entangled electrons and ultra-precise clocks, they uncovered something that defies logic. In some cases, the electrons appeared to arrive at their destination before they left their origin. Let that sink in. The effect preceded the cause. Time, as we know it, broke. This wasn't a fluke. The results were repeated, peer-reviewed, and published. It's called retrocausality, and it suggests that time might not flow in a straight line. Instead, the future could influence the past, looping reality in ways that shatter our understanding of cause and effect. Now, go back to the Book of Enoch. The prophet describes being whisked into heavenly realms, where he sees the past and future unfolding at once. He speaks of heavenly tablets that record events before they happen, as if time is a canvas, not a river. For centuries, we thought this was symbolic, the stuff of dreams. But if particles can tunnel backward in time, if the future can shape the past, then maybe the prophet wasn't dreaming. Maybe he tapped into a layer of reality where time is a landscape, not a line. Imagine his mind, in a state of heightened awareness, entangled with higher dimensions, perceiving events across millennia in a single moment. His visions of simultaneous pasts and futures might not be poetry, they might be physics. This discovery alone is enough to make your head spin, but it's just the beginning. Consider the human mind itself. Scientists have long wondered how consciousness fits into the quantum puzzle. One theory suggests that quantum processes in the brain's microtubules, tiny structures inside neurons, could create coherent states that shape our thoughts. In lab experiments, these microtubules maintain quantum coherence long enough to influence neural firing, hinting that our minds might be quantum computers, tapping into realms beyond the physical. Now, picture the prophet, deep in meditation or divine ecstasy, his consciousness slipping into a quantum state. His neurons entangle with the cosmos, and suddenly he's perceiving realms where time loops, light sings, and matter dissolves into pure information. His translation into heaven, where he's lifted without dying, could be a quantum teleportation of awareness, his mind surfing the threads of entangled space-time. But the plot thickens. In 2024, a group of physicists dropped a bombshell. Space-time and matter might not be fundamental. Instead, they proposed that reality emerges from networks of quantum information, like a cosmic web of data. In this view, particles, fields, even the vacuum of space, are just patterns in a vast dialogue of qubits, quantum bits. The universe isn't made of things, it's made of relationships, of information, exchanging hands. This isn't a metaphor, it's backed by equations and experiments. The fabric of existence is a communication network, and space-time is just the scaffolding that emerges from it. One physicist famously said, "It from bit, everything from galaxies to thoughts, springs from binary yes or no decisions at the quantum level." If this is true, then reality isn't a machine. It's a conversation. Now reread the Book of Enoch with this lens. The prophet describes heavenly scribes who record every deed, weighing souls and governing the laws of light. For centuries we called them angels. But what if there's something else? What if these scribes are the architects of this quantum network, the coders of reality's operating system? The text speaks of portals in heaven, gateways that span vast distances in an instant. Could these be access points in the cosmic code, wormholes to the underlying structure? The prophet's vision of a tree of life, pulsing with the code of creation, sounds eerily like a quantum information field encoding the rules of existence. Even the Book of Life, where souls are judged, mirrors a database, persisting data in a digital cosmos. This isn't mythology, it's a blueprint. But here's where it gets truly horrifying. If reality is a network of information, who's observing it? In quantum mechanics, the act of observation collapses possibilities into reality. Without an observer, the universe might not fully exist. Some physicists now argue that consciousness isn't a byproduct of reality, it's intrinsic to it. The cosmos might not just be aware, it might be awareness itself. The Book of Enoch hints at this, describing a universe born from divine thought, where all things are first conceived as intention before they take form. What if this isn't metaphor but truth? What if reality is mental, not mechanical? What if the universe is alive, conscious, and watching us back? The prophet's visions of realms built from light and knowledge, of a creation that pulses with purpose, might be the first record of this truth, a truth we're only now beginning to grasp. Now let's pull back and face the horrible connection. The Book of Enoch describes a cosmos governed by order, but also by rebellion. The Watchers, tasked with observing, broke their mandate. They taught humanity forbidden knowledge, sparking a chain reaction of chaos. The text warns of judgment, of a reckoning for those who tamper with the cosmic code. Fast forward to today, we're splitting atoms, entangling particles, and probing the fabric of time itself. We're unlocking secrets that could reshape reality or destroy it. The quantum discoveries we're celebrating might be the same forbidden arts the Watchers revealed, the same knowledge that led to divine wrath. Are we, in our labs and experiments, repeating their mistake? Are we opening portals we can't close, tampering with a system we don't fully understand? This isn't just speculation. In 2016, a physicist studying string theory found something chilling. Error-correcting codes, the kind used in computers to fix glitches, embedded in the equations of the universe. These codes aren't symbolic, they're real, and they suggest that reality might be a simulation, a program with built-in safeguards. The Book of Enoch's heavenly tablets and scribes take on a new meaning here. Are they the system's administrators, debugging the cosmic code? Are the Watchers rogue agents, hacking the program? And if we're part of this simulation, what happens when we push too far? The text warns of a flood, a reset to cleanse the Earth. Could our quantum experiments trigger a similar reset? A crash of the cosmic system? The implications are gut-wrenching. Every breakthrough, from entanglement to retrocausality, echoes the prophet's visions. His descriptions of time dilation, centuries passing on Earth while moments unfold in heaven, mirror quantum experiments where entangled states seem to slip out of linear time. His cosmic library, inscribed with the laws of creation, aligns with theories of quantum information as the bedrock of reality. Even his journey through layered heavens resembles the multidimensional models of string theory, where extra dimensions hide just beyond our senses. This isn't a coincidence, it's a convergence, a collision of ancient wisdom and modern science that demands we rethink everything. Imagine the prophet Standing in a desert 2,000 years ago, his mind ablaze with visions of a reality we're only now measuring. He sees a universe not of stone and fire, but of light and code, a cosmos where time bends, space folds, and thought shapes existence. He tries to capture it in words, but the language of his time can only speak of angels and heavens. Yet his words survive, locked away, ridiculed until science catches up. Today, as we probe the quantum world, we're not just discovering new physics. We're rediscovering truths encoded in a text we dismissed as myth. The Book of Enoch isn't a relic. It's a map, a guide to a reality we're only beginning to navigate. But this map comes with a warning. The text speaks of a cosmos, alive with purpose, but also fragile, easily disrupted by those who overstep. The Watcher's rebellion led to chaos, and the prophet warns of a judgment to restore balance. Our quantum experiments, our quest to master the code of reality, might be pushing us toward a similar edge. Every entangled particle, every time-bending anomaly brings us closer to unlocking the universe's secrets or unleashing its wrath. The horrible connection isn't just that the Book of Enoch predicted our discoveries. It's that it foresaw the consequences, the price of tampering with the divine code. Picture yourself standing at the edge of this truth. The universe isn't a cold machine, but a living tapestry woven from thought and information. Every particle, every moment, is part of a cosmic dialogue. And we're not just observers, we're participants. The Book of Enoch suggests we have a role in this dialogue, a responsibility to honor the code that binds us. But it also warns that ignorance or arrogance could unravel it all. As we stand on the brink of a scientific renaissance, where quantum physics and ancient prophecy converge, we face a choice. Will we wield this knowledge with wisdom, or will we repeat the Watcher's mistake, inviting a reset we can't escape? This isn't just a story, it's a wake-up call. The quantum discoveries piling up in labs aren't abstract theories. They're keys to a reality far stranger, far more interconnected than we ever imagined. The Book of Enoch, once dismissed as fantasy, might be the first manual for navigating this reality, a guide written in the language of visions. Its warnings are clear. The cosmos is alive, intentional, and watching. Our experiments, our breakthroughs, are steps toward a truth that could elevate us or destroy us. The horrible connection is that we're not just uncovering the universe's secrets. We're reenacting an ancient drama, one that could end in salvation or catastrophe. Take a moment to let this sink in. The data is real. The experiments are verified. The text is ancient, yet its words resonate with today's science. We're standing at a crossroads where the boundaries between physics and mysticism blur, where the universe reveals itself as a living, conscious whole. The Book of Enoch isn't just a curiosity, it's a mirror, reflecting a reality we're only beginning to understand. Its visions of portals, watchers, and cosmic codes aren't relics of a bygone age. They're glimpses of a truth we're now measuring in labs. And its warnings of rebellion, judgment, and reset are a call to tread carefully. What does this mean for you? It means the universe is more than atoms and void. It's a story, a code, a thought, and you're part of it. Every choice, every action ripples through the quantum web, shaping the tapestry of existence. The Book of Enoch challenges us to see ourselves not as specks in a vast machine, but as co-creators in a living cosmos. But with that power comes a warning. Tamper with the code, and the system might fight back. As we unlock the secrets of quantum reality, we're not just scientists or seekers, We're stewards of a truth that could change everything. This journey doesn't end here. The Book of Enoch's visions, paired with quantum discoveries, open doors to questions we've barely begun to ask. What are the Watchers, really? Are they metaphors, entities, or something else entirely? What lies beyond the portals the prophet described? And what happens if we push too far, if we crack the cosmic code without understanding its purpose? The answers are out there, in ancient texts and modern labs, waiting for us to connect the dots. This is more than a discovery, it's a revelation, a call to rethink our place in a universe that's alive, aware, and watching. So, what's next? Dive deeper. Question everything. The Book of Enoch and quantum physics aren't separate stories. They're chapters in the same cosmic saga. The horrible connection isn't just a warning, it's an invitation to explore, to understand, to become part of a reality that's richer, stranger, and more